Well, you may have heard it or seen it. We've been talking about a huge plane circling in and around Chicago, and as you can see, this plane was flying much lower than usual.
So we sent CBS 2's Jermont Terry to find out what NASA was up to with this flying laboratory over the city.
Here in Humboldt Park, you can still find fresh flowers, people walking the path. Yet earlier today, people stopped and they looked up because this NASA plane was hovering low, to the surprise of so many. A day in the park and you'll find plenty to do. The warder kept Naomi Muscovin and her 4-year-old nephew busy.
We were actually very entertained by the lagoons.
Yet while hanging at Humboldt Park, the buzz wasn't only from the bees. They quickly discovered science research was going on right above by NASA. Check out what caught the eye of so many across Chicago. If the plane looks huge, well, it is. CBS 2's Chris Habermill caught a bird's eye view of the research plane from Chopper 2.
Here we go. Here's NASA 817, the DC-8 Flying Research Laboratory. It's going to be loud and low.
I suppose that is a positive thing to be testing the air pollution in this area.
Especially after the dangerous air quality days we've experienced this summer from the Canadian wildfires.
I mean, that's definitely confusing. Like, why would you do it with a jet?
NASA sent the plane across several major cities. Tuesday morning, we tracked it as it moved about 300 miles per hour from Ohio into Illinois, then east into northwest Indiana before turning back towards Chicago. That's where our cameras captured it hanging low over Humboldt Park.
It was low. It was pretty low. You can hear it.
And you don't see big planes like that low, do you?
Not here, no.
Caught you off guard, huh?
Yeah.
The plane soared about 22,000 feet in the air, much lower than the usual 42,000 feet a commercial aircraft flies. The purpose? To collect data and produce a 3D mapping of where the pollution is over big cities like Chicago.
We're going to have to be doing more of this in the future.
Dr. Liz Moyer is an atmosphere scientist at University of Chicago, and she says while this is unique, the data is necessary.
People should be mindful that there's a lot of other satellites that are old and shutting down, and we have to make sure that we replace them.
As for us back on the ground, not so much into the science, it was just cool to see. At Humboldt Park, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News.
The data collected today could take more than a year to analyze.